Why the Russian economy is in deep trouble. Is Russia's economy in free fall? Is Russia doomed to economic collapse? Since no one else has taken Russia's side in the Ukraine conflict, and because Russia is struggling under a barrage of bans and sanctions, which are hurting its economy, Russia is all alone in this conflict. However, many other causes complement these bans and sanctions to contribute to Russia's plight. Curious about the details we just listed? To put it simply, you've stumbled upon the right place to be. So, welcome back to our channel, viewers, where you can learn about the factors that are proving to be roadblocks in the development of the Russian economy today. The time for starting is now, so let's not waste any more time. And before we go full bore into our video, we please like to request that you please subscribe to our channel. You won't regret it. Okay, an internal report prepared for the Russian government suggests that the country may experience a longer and deeper recession as the impact of U.S. and European sanctions spreads, hindering sectors that Russia has relied on for years to power its economy. Russia fears sanctions will hurt economic development. Sanction pressure will increase in all the scenarios, and additional countries will likely join in. The Kremlin's ability to supply its own market could be harmed by Europe's sudden shift away from Russian oil and gas. The report describes how Russia is now facing a blockade that has affected practically all forms of transport, further isolating the country's economy. The restrictions themselves cover about a quarter of imports and exports. Constraints in technology and funding only make things more difficult. An estimated 200,000 IT professionals could leave the country by 2025. This is the first official estimate of the growing brain drain. Sanctions have reportedly had a smaller impact than expected, with some estimates predicting a contraction of less than 3% this year and even less in 2023. Due to the economy's resilience, outside economists have also revised their predictions for the year. The previously projected deep recession has been downgraded. The next thing is Russia's export drop, which is hitting hard on the economy. The document recommends a variety of actions to boost the economy and lessen the impact of the restrictions so that it can return to pre-war levels by 2024 and continue growing steadily thereafter. However, many of the measures are the same ones that the government has promoted for the last decade in an effort to stimulate investment, all while growth largely stagnated even without sanctions. They are analytical estimates that we use to calculate what would happen if we don't resist, if we don't do anything, as Economy Minister Maxim Reshetnikov put it. The country's potential growth is expected to decrease to 0.5 to 1% in the next decade as a result of reduced access to Western technologies, a wave of foreign corporate divestment, and upcoming demographic headwinds. After that, it'll decrease even further, falling to a value barely above zero by 2050. As a result of dwindling foreign reserves, Russia will be increasingly susceptible to a worldwide drop in commodity prices. According to the report, a complete shutdown of gas exports to Europe, Russia's primary export market, could cost as much as 400 billion rubles, which is about $6.6 billion per year in lost tax revenues. Even in the medium term, it will not be possible to make up for the lost sales with new export markets. A big damage to the oil industry. The Kremlin's plans to increase domestic gas supplies are threatened as a result, necessitating a reduction in output. It may be difficult to construct new liquefied natural gas plants due to a critical shortage of the necessary technology. Roughly 55% of Russia's exports went to Europe last year, and if Europe decides to stop buying Russian oil, that could lead to significant production cuts and a shortage of fuel on the domestic market. Losses of $5.8 billion per year are being incurred by the metals industry as a result of the regulations. Russia stands to lose even more of its exports if the global economy enters a recession and it becomes the swing supplier on international markets. The ruble might crash and inflation might skyrocket if that happens. The import side's main short-term risk is the suspension of production due to a lack of imported raw materials and components. And that's all for today, viewers. These are some of the factors that are responsible for the degradation of the Russian economy. Which factor do you think is the most responsible? Let us know your thoughts in the comments section, and please make sure you subscribe to our channel for more incredible videos, and we'll see you next time.